Got money, got personal life, relationship. Right? You're not in a relationship at this time that I know of.
That is correct.
Right? So, someone like yourself who has so much discipline, has so much to offer. Talk about balance for your personal life, for your physical life, and for your spiritual life. And when you do meet someone, how can you make that full cycle?
What do you mean? My physical life, what you mean?
Like your fitness, your job, anything that causes you to physically be there.
Okay. So my physical life is something that I have complete control over, which kind of spills over into my personal life. The life that I live now allows me to make myself available at any time that I want. So I went to a point which, my personal life or social life, my personal life, I've done a lot of things that people are doing now. I've traveled, partied, I've experienced enough to know that, okay, it's the same thing. So I want to accomplish things that, I want to accomplish things for myself, for the people who look at me as an example, and know that the things that exist in my personal life aren't going anywhere. Women aren't going anywhere. The countries aren't going anywhere. The parties aren't going anywhere. All those things aren't going anywhere. And all that is kind of dictated by who I'm trying to be, on the planes of existence, in which I said, as far as my spiritual life is concerned. My spiritual life, plays a role in, like, there are certain places it kind of gives me the message. I receive the message, like, is this a place that I need to be? Is this a place that I should be? Is this a place that's going to help foster and help grow me as a better individual? So I just keep it balanced by knowing where my priorities lie. It's all about priorities. What's important at the time, right? Do I deserve to go out? Did I earn this right to go out? Is this me going out going to help me, maybe release or escape or get rid of something in which that's been holding on to me? So it's all just about, being in the moment. Like, what's going to be the best for me at this time?
So everything is, you think before you do with every situation.
Right. And whatever comes from it, positive or negative, is just a lesson.
And I'm not sure, I think since I've known you, you've been single, right?
Yes.
How do you go about choosing a partner?
I've only had one partner in my life. I'm gonna say two.
Mm-hmm.
But both of those people were very special.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those people are very special. Let me correct that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've met a lot of good human beings along the way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And not everybody wants the things that I want. And there's not been any really bad blood, anything like that. We maintain some good relationships, but it's really all about how you can connect with the person, like how much of your interests and your values and your principles align with that individual. And I've reached a point where I feel like, I have some non-negotiables. And in order for me to, want to invest and completely commit to that path, those non-negotiables have to be met, or at least be in convincing fashion.
Name some of your non-negotiables.
One of my non-negotiables, you have to be about your health and wellness. That is absolutely non-negotiable, because I'm not about to be taking care of you based off the bad decisions that you chose to make in your life. That's one. And two, when it comes to nutrition, I feel like our nutrition decisions have to align. Because that all plays a role into why I've even led the path to being a plant-based individual. How, what I ingest manifests itself in reality from the way I think, from the way I feel, from the way I'm able to carry myself and do things that people cannot do. So, so as far as health and wellness and nutrition, and you have to convince me that you are a loyal person, because loyalty is the one thing in life that I value the absolute most. Loyalty is the one thing in life that I absolutely value the most. Those are pretty much my non-negotiables. My list is pretty much very short because everybody's their own person, but those are things that are a little bit harder to make the adjustment to be able that I don't see can be something that's dynamic. Like, people gonna change over life. How you eat, like you
has to be consistent.
You gotta
Right,
live.
right,
So like how you
right.
eat, that's gonna be for the rest of your
Right.
life. And how you taking care of yourself, that's got to be for the rest
You
of your life.
can't
It don't
be
matter how
80.
old you get.
Mhm.
Exactly.
You can't be 80 and you're healthy, you're still moving, and you have to now take care of your partner, which prevents you from living the life you are trying to live in a healthy and prosperous way. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Because we're not here to be a babysitter for anybody that we did not bring into this world.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to guide and uplift each other to continuously grow to the next level. So at 80, you could probably still be, moving and grooving, pumping and humping.
Exactly.
And then your lady can't do that. And now it's like you're living a miserable life because your life partner now is not in the same, element as you are.
And I want to have lots of children. And I mean, I need my children to know that I'm about to procreate with somebody who's coming in solid.
Talk about that. All right, I want to talk about that. You want to procreate and have lots of children. So obviously you want to have one person to procreate with. Do you believe in polygamy?
Absolutely. And polyamory. Polyamorous.
Enlighten me on that. I don't even know what polyamory is.
I believe that if a man can have multiple partners, a woman can have multiple partners as well. You just have to be able to find the people who's willing and who want that.
So all right, so polygamy is when a man has multiple partners, and polyamory is when a woman.
Polyamory is when I think polyamory may be the wrong term, but what we're getting at here is that a woman can have multiple husbands, just like a man.
Multiple children, and you don't want to have multiple children. All right, you want to have multiple children. You want to procreate, right? But you don't believe that you should procreate with one person.
I'm not against having multiple partners, but I think one needs to, if that's what's going to happen, you need to 150% have the ability to take care of your situation. My sole decision on being in a monogamous relationship is only based upon upholding the Black family institution, period.
So you believe in polygamy, which is you dealing with multiple women, and you stated, what's the other word?
Polyamory.
Polyamory, and that means you feel like your wife can have another husband.
Correct.
That want to make you feel no kind of way. You won't be jealous. You won't be.
I didn't say that I would be in that situation. I'm saying I'm not against it.
So you all right?
I'm saying it's absolutely okay for a woman to have multiple husbands, and it's okay for a man to have multiple wives.
All right. So let's get back to the question. Do you feel like if you had a wife?
Do I think I can be in a polyamorous situation? Do I think I could be one of the husbands? I do. I absolutely do.
So if your wife, you're okay with your wife banging another man?
When you make it sound like that, it sounds bad.
Right.
But I'm not thinking about her just having sex with another dude. You got to think about what is the institution that we are creating.
Right.
Right. From ancient times, right? Powerful families marry powerful families. So we got to be able to maintain that. We are creating a powerful institution. If I'm somebody who's strong in the fitness industry, I'm coming with the health and wealth knowledge and stuff like that. So we're strong, we're good in our health. You have somebody who's really good with, maybe real estate, or they're good from an industrial perspective. That they know how to get some land, they know how to build buildings, stuff like that. Boom. So we are creating an institution in which you have different people who bring different tools to the table, and you are creating an institution. You are creating, you are building an environment that's going to foster, creating a strong network for not just you, as partners, but for the people that you about to bring into this world.
That's deep. That's different. So how would you even? All right, so from the beginning, you're having these conversations with the person that you meet, that you plan on having a future with.
Of course.
And you're letting them know, hey, listen, this is what I believe in. Do you believe in this?
From my experience, 9 times out of 10, you already know that somebody wants monogamy.
And if they want monogamy, how would you feel about that?
If that's what I'm gearing towards, then that's what it's going to be.
Got it. But you're not against.
I'm not against being in a situation in which the wife wants multiple husbands. I am completely not against. 1, don't take anything personal.
Right.
And 2 is be impeccable with your word. Sorry, not be impeccable. Don't assume. Those 2. Not taking anything personal is a selfish way of seeing things that it's all about you. Like, people are doing things because of you, but you're not looking at it. That's just them. I feel like a lot of people get caught up in that. It's not about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you, for example, if I come to you and I say what's up to you, you just go off on me or something. Like, I'm like, yo, what I do to you, bro, you good like I didn't even do nothing to you. That's me taking the person like how you, but knowing that that's just probably displacement, frustration, or something else that you may be experiencing, and you don't have the ability to just like be in the moment with me and keeping that situation where it was at. Or from a positive standpoint, I may have given you some piece of advice, and you become successful at something, and you don't like give me my credit or something like that. Like, I'm taking it personal, like, yo, so you're not gonna give me my credit for something that that you did that. We just spoke, had a conversation. I'm not the reason for your success. You are the reason for your success. And not assuming is before you try to make a judgment on something, get the information, get the facts, do the research, okay? Like, this is how relationships, sometimes people get caught up in relationship things. You might see 2 people together and think that, maybe, they're not together, or somebody's being cheated on. Like, don't jump to conclusions. Find out first, you know what I'm saying? Don't automatically, try to make a judgment based off, a lot of incomplete or not being informed enough. Those are the 2 that stood out to me the most. Don't assume and don't take anything personal. Don't take anything personal is number 1.
And that has helped you evolve as a man?
Yes.
And the other 2 agreements, how you feel about those?
Be impeccable with your word, and what was the other one? Be impeccable, don't assume, don't take anything personal, and try your best. Be impeccable with your word. I feel like that's always been me. Like, from a child, like, don't promise me something and you don't come through on your promise. You know what I'm saying? So I guess feel like that's just been my life experience. Because I'm something like, if you tell me you're gonna do something, I'm gonna make sure you do it. Or if I would say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna do it. Especially if I give a time period. I feel like that sometimes, but majority of the time, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. And just trying your best, like
doing your best.
Freaking do your best, like. Do your freaking best, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's every day.
But right.
You told that.
But the ones that stood out to you the most were
don't assume and don't take anything personal.
And you use that every day.
Every day.
Dope. Yo, D.
Our body knows. Conversations are real easy, man.
My man.